ChatGPT 5's chilly reception, why users miss the warmth. Now, back in August, when OpenAI launched ChatGPT 5, there was a lot of anticipation for it, that it would be deliver this big change. But whilst it was appreciated for the technical advancements for those who really push it in certain areas, what many people, the majority of regular users, were given feedback about was that it just felt a little too clinical, a little too cold with its responses, with its answers to people. And there was a great pushback about this. And OpenAI, to its credit, it looked into it and it said it was going to act on it. And what it decided to do was it then made the previous model, ChatGPT 4.0, available again. So users could use that. And then it promised to refine 5.0 to make it better. So this would mean fine tuning, alignment to make sure that those answers are delivered in a particular different way. So, why did this happen? How did this all happen? And I think the big clue is that back in April, the OpenAI CEO, Sam Altman, he said in an interview, when people are saying please and thank you to ChatGPT, it is literally costing the company millions of dollars. And the reason for this is that every time the, the AI gives a response, it requires computational power. And this computational power, for one simple little answer, is not a lot in itself. But cumulatively, across millions of answers, maybe billions, it all adds up and it adds up to increased energy cost. And then this means increased financial costs for OpenAI. So, undoubtedly, the company would have made the decision to try and streamline its answers to make them more concise. And it did do that, but it in the process, it stripped away some of that unique personality that regular users of ChatGPT got used to. And so I think this is going to be a big lesson for not just OpenAI, but for all the AI companies that are running chatbots of some level. And this is because, of course, the technology matters. Of course, it matters that it's capable and it's able to deliver intelligent, skillful answers. But this whole incident, it reveals that we as people, we value, most importantly, the interface, and that is the personality of a chatbot. And so I think maybe there's some danger there in the future that these companies, these AI companies, will deliver chatbots that specifically are personality led rather than technology led. And I've got a paid version of Grok. And I'm sure at one point it did ask me what type of personality I wanted. Then there was maybe three or four options. I'm sure it was Grok rather than something else. And it highlights that the biggest battle, the next battle in the AI wars, is not necessarily going to be who has the best AI, but who has the most intuitive and friendly and likable interface. So my question to you is, what kind of personality would you like to see from your ideal AI assistant?